There is an unspoken balance of sexual chemistry that when you crack it, you will have a successful relationship. And we coined it the Joyanima relationship magical formula, or Jurumph for short. Catchy, I know. We covered this in a previous video, so you can binge that next. But in a nutshell, you need just the right amount of sexual chemistry and friendly behaviour to make a woman completely fall for you. Because if you come on a little bit too strong, the lady is going to assume that you are a player. And if you don't make a move and don't give any chemistry, you end up in the friend zone. And this video is all about the many reasons that you are stuck in that friend zone, unable to be a boyfriend and instead no other than just a very good friend. Stay tuned. The first reason could be that you haven't told her at all. This is actually pretty common. A gent will assume that he is in the friend zone, but he doesn't actually have any factual proof to say that he is. And that's because he's not made it clear to the girl that he likes that he actually likes her. So he just assumes he is stuck. Confessing how you feel to someone is not an easy task. Usually, not always, but the majority of the time, a woman wants you to make the first move. Even if she knows that you like her, she wants you to call the shots. So if you don't let on that you do like her and instead you float around in a limbo, well, you're never going to actually know if she does like you, because as soon as you unleash your love, she will give you some back. And in these situations, you may feel a little bit confused because perhaps you get a hint of flirting and think that she likes you. Or maybe it's just enough to keep you waiting around. You are afraid of rejection. We all hate getting rejected. And it doesn't matter how many times it happens, it's always painful. If there is a chance that you are staying in that friend status because you are absolutely petrified to tell her and make a move in case you get rejected, well, here is some advice. It's tough love advice. Rejection undoubtedly always happens in dating, and the sooner you accept it as just a temporary inconvenience, the easier your dating life will be. Now, a simple way around this is to flirt with her, but just do it just enough so it's so subtle to leave her either flirting back and wanting more, or if she shuts it down and offers no flirting at all, this is your pain-free way of being rejected. We have covered it in a previous video, so go check that next if you need it. You are too available. Maybe you are trying just way too hard. You do all that she says, you pick her up at 2 AM when she needs a lift home from a drunken night out with her friends. You lend her money when she's struggling, that's before she even asks to do so. You buy her gifts, you show up with her favourite coffee. Now I get it, I know what you're doing. You're trying to show her many different forms of love. You want her to know that you like her, that you are caring for her. Now that's a good thing. But remember guys, she is not your girlfriend yet. So gentlemen, don't give her boyfriend duties without the commitment. Instead, you need to remain just a little hard to reach. Don't answer your phone straight away, make someone else much more important or something else for a while. Become mysterious and out of reach. And what this does is increase your value and makes her chase you. So the key line here is that women love to chase the gentleman. It's built into our nature. So follow this pattern and you will find dating, it will be a lot easier, I promise. You lack confidence. If you have low self-esteem and a lady picks up on this, because most ladies do, well, gentlemen, there's not going to be any benefit to wanting to date you. She wouldn't want to date a guy that doubts himself constantly and someone that arrives to the relationship with tons of emotional baggage. So if you are in the friend status and you think it's because of your low self-esteem, work on it. Gaining confidence, it's a skill that you learn and you get better at it. Low self-esteem isn't something that you have and then keep for the rest of your life. You actually learn to get better at self-care, self-love, and naturally self-esteem follows. With confidence, start to hang out with people that build you up, and that is your pretty much quick cheat sheet way of being more confident. You are only acting like a friend. At the beginning of this video, I told you that there is a fine line between player type behavior and then friend zoning. And if you let her feel that you only ever value her for her friendship and you don't display any form of flirting, any sexual chemistry, well, she has no reason to think about you as her boyfriend, right? You have not made a move. Maybe you are both flirting with each other like crazy, but you haven't actually made that first move. And of course, the woman is either going to make that move for you or, like I said previously, she's going to keep waiting. However, if she keeps waiting for you, then maybe she will become a little less attracted, and then it just wears off completely. She may feel that you don't like her because you've not actually done anything. Waiting too long to make a move and then not making a move are both as detrimental as each other. You have too much history. Perhaps you are both really good friends, and the main problem here is that you are both scared to break out of their friendship into something more in case it actually ruins that friendship and ruins a good thing. It could be that she sees you as a brother because of how long that friendship cycle has been. Not all great friendships should turn into romantic ones, remember that. But this is common for those guys that keep a strong friendship going for years without making a move, without any form of sexual interest. Eventually, you share such a great bond with your friendship that it's actually hard to get out of. Another reason is your first impression sucked. Attraction is something we pick up on immediately, literally a couple of seconds when we connect with someone. It could be when we first talk to someone, or it could be when we first see them across the room. And making a good first impression is going to help you big time. Because if you lack charm, if you lack confidence, lack humor, or even kindness, you are not giving your crush the vibes of, look at me, I'm incredible, do you want to date me? Of course you do. And of course, you can change someone's first impression, it's not impossible, but it does take a lot of exposure to that person to make them reconsider the associated personality and character that they have made up about you. This is a dangerous one. You let them go elsewhere. If you are trying to hide your feelings with a girl and she greets you with the, I really like that guy over there, in your head, you're probably thinking, oh my God, why? He's a loser. I'm so much better than him. But you don't quite say that, do you? You won't even actually say, you know what? You're too good for him. And instead, I will date you and treat you right. You probably don't even say anything at all. Or you say the worst of the worst, which is, yeah, he seems nice. This has not given her a reason to think that you are jealous. She thinks that you're not bothered about who she dates, and you have just given her full-on permission to avoid you and date someone else. I get it, you're trying to hide your feelings, but this is such a common occurrence with guys. As soon as a woman notices that you have made a form of sexual interest towards her, she will automatically, just like what you guys do, have a brief thought of what it would be like to date you. And obviously she likes it or she doesn't. So even by giving her just that smallest fraction of flirting, this is going to switch something on in her brain that could actually work in your favor. Another reason why you are always remaining someone's friend is because you are not boyfriend material. What a woman wants is kind of similar to what you guys want. You want respect, love, honesty, fair share of jobs around the house, freedom and bonding, and that is what she wants from you. And now you need to let a girl know that your life with hers would be amazing if you were to date. If there is something holding you back from being your own individual person, such as you work long hours, you aren't fun to be around, you lack any form of humor, you can't cook, you can't clean, you can't actually look after yourself, you can't delay immediate gratification, well then if you do these things, if you don't give her any perks that to date you would be incredible, well why would she want to date you? She needs to see just a little bit of that boyfriend material, but not enough, because otherwise that's how you get friend-zoned. But you basically want to just let her know that you are a great catch and that she would get more of it if she was to date you. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.